Welcome back to Cooking Gluten and Dairy Free with Dave D. Today on the menu is some Korean fried chicken. Korean fried chicken is sweeping the nation. If you haven't tried it yet, then this just so happens to be the perfect recipe for you. The chicken is fried hard and then covered in a sweet sauce. The perfect marriage of savory and sweet. As you know, I cook without dairy and gluten, but feel free to use whatever ingredients you like. The best gluten and dairy-free Korean fried chicken recipe on the internet. Let's get down to business. So starting with our chicken, we're using thighs and drumsticks. Clean them and then put them on a paper towel and pat them dry. Next, put them in a bowl for seasoning. We're going to add some avocado oil so that seasoning sticks. Rub that in until it coats all the chicken. Next, we're going to start seasoning with sea salt, onion powder, garlic powder, adobo, a touch of cayenne pepper, red crushed pepper flakes, and some dried thyme. Mix all the seasoning into the chicken until it's nice and coated. Next, we're going to throw the chicken in a freezer bag and then put them in the refrigerator to marinate for at least an hour, but overnight if you have enough time. If you're anything like me and you procrastinate, then an hour will be fine. Now, with the assistance of my mama, we're going to make some delicious sauce that brings this recipe together. So, in a saucepan on low, add some avocado oil. Next, add some garlic paste or garlic cloves. Next, add some ginger paste or some fresh ginger. Stir the garlic paste and ginger into the oil. Remember that garlic cooks pretty quickly, so that's why we're keeping that temperature low for now. Next, we're going to add some sweet chili sauce. Now, I know if you're sharp, you're thinking, hey man, that's not Korean, it's Thai. I know, but sometimes you forget something at the grocery store and you improvise your way to greatness. Normally, we would use Gochujang sauce, but this works perfectly, so your choice. Next, we're going to add some real maple syrup. Next, we're going to add some 5-spice seasoning. Finally, we're going to finish this out with some rice vinegar. Stir it in. Allow it to cook on low, nice and slow until it comes to a gentle boil. Make sure you stir it occasionally. It should look a little something like this. Now that our sauce is going, let's get back to our chicken. Take it out of the fridge so it can start coming up to room temperature. Now in a large bowl, add some cornstarch. Next, add some baking soda. This combination of cornstarch and baking soda is going to make our chicken come out nice and crispy. And that way it holds up to the delicious sauce that we've been cooking up. Now we're going to season that with sea salt, onion powder, garlic powder, adobo, red crushed pepper flakes, dried thyme, and a little touch of cayenne. Mix the seasoning in until it's evenly distributed. Now is the perfect time to mention that the exact ingredients are in the description box below, as well as that thumbs up button and that subscribe button. Now we're going to put the chicken in the seasoned cornstarch and allow it to become fully coated. No half stepping here. Really squeeze that seasoning into the chicken. Now that we're fully covered, we're going to put the chicken onto a wire rack. When we're all done, the chicken should look a little something like this. Now we can get our deep fryer or oil ready. Alright, so we're going to fry the chicken twice. One time at 325 and again at 375. The first fry is to cook it, the second one is for crispiness. So, set your deep fryer for 325, or you can put some canola oil in a pan and heat it over medium-low until it gets to 325. You can use a food thermometer to check your temperature. Once the oil is up to temperature, drop the chicken in and let it cook for about 5 minutes. Go ahead and use a food thermometer to make sure it cooks thoroughly. Remember, you want it to cook to 175 degrees for dark chicken meat. Once you get to temperature, remove the chicken. I like to use a colander with a plate and some paper towel. Once the chicken is removed, turn the heat up on the oil until it gets to 375. Once it does, drop your chicken a second time, but this time only for a minute or two. Remember that your chicken's already cooked? This is just to make it nice and crispy. Once the second fry is done, put it back in the colander to let some of that excess oil drip off. After a few minutes, put the chicken in a large bowl. Now drip some of that delicious sauce that we made over it and toss it in the sauce. Boom. Just like that, Korean style fried chicken that just so happens to be gluten and dairy free. Try this recipe out and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Also, if you like what you're seeing and you're interested in more gluten-free recipes, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that like button. Also, check the description below if you want to follow me on IG or the TikTok. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.